This is an unplanned video. I'm going to make a video on TAO Bittensor. Now, I've been bullish on this for a while now, but the truth is, it hasn't really performed. And so I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you the charts that I've got drawn up, all my trend lines and everything. And you can see where I've gone wrong. And I'm just going to delete everything and I'm going to do all my analysis from scratch, ignoring all the hype, all the noise, all the claims that it's the world savior, whatever it may be, because it could be. But right now the chart is really, really bad. The price is tanked. It's tanked harder than a lot of other alts. So let's have a look and let's see why it's performed so badly. Alright, so this is my chart and you can see these were all the lines that I drew before. And I was even calling for highs of 5k at one point. And it could still happen, but right now it's broken. So many different support lines. Let's just start again new. And you can see how I do this. So this is the chart, and it's not inherently really, really bad, but it just hasn't lived up to expectations. So the first thing I'm going to draw is some support lines. I'm going to try and find a line of best fit. So let's see which ones will be best. Yeah, see, you can see that was a support line I was looking at for a while, and it has broken through. And when that happens, bad things normally happen. And so that's no longer a valid level of support. And really, is even that the valid level of support? It's not, because it continues to bleed. And so all I can really do here is look at different points on the chart and just see what works. I mean, that could potentially work. Because that one, it does come back to here. So yeah, we can leave that there. That could be a valid level. And so if this is the case and it continues to bleed, then we're looking at 215 as a potential low. Now, I'm also going to draw some horizontal lines of support. And so that's a good one there. I know a lot of people will be looking at that. That's another good one there. And if it really does capitulate, then we're probably looking at that area there. And so, like I did with Bitcoin earlier, these are all the different levels that I'd be eyeing up. Like, this is as low as it could go. And if it does hit this 198,166 mark, I would potentially start buying back in then, because I don't believe that this is a shitcoin. I think it will go up in value, but right now it's just looking terrible, really bad. And so from a resistance point of view, what do we have here? Really we've got something like that, and it's in the downtrend. There's no denying it. You could look at peaks like that, but that was in December 2024. It was over a year ago since it topped out, and since then, it hasn't done well. So we're definitely in some kind of squeeze here. And from a more short-term point of view, we have a resistance level here. And it just, it keeps on bouncing off of that. You can see it reacted so many times. And so really, until this trend line is broken, it's not worth buying back in. Because this could continue to bleed. It could continue to do something like that until eventually it breaks through, and eventually it will. But for now, these are probably my price targets. And so it's not good, but I got to look at what the chart's showing, and this is what the chart is showing me right now. We've had a big drop, big sell-off. Let's see what percentage that is. Nearly 20%. That is really bad. It will recover. So if you're holding Bittensor, it will recover. We need Bitcoin to sort itself out, and then TAO and everything else will start recovering again. So that's my thoughts. It's probably not what most people want to hear, but it's undeniably in a big downtrend, and I wouldn't be touching it right now unless you've got like a really solid long-term plan. It's just too risky, because the other side of it is it would be difficult for you to show me an alt that has stood the test of time. What I mean by that is, if you bought Bitcoin at all the previous all-time highs over the last, say, 5 years, you'd probably be in profit right now, apart from if you bought just more recently. I'm talking about if you bought years ago. I can't say the same with alts. Like, alts haven't done their thing, and so it's too risky. If you're going to buy Bitcoin at this point, then I'd probably say that's a safer bet. But buying any kind of alt, including TAO, is probably not a good idea right now.